Hello, Watem here, and welcome back to Small Higurashi When They Cry. It's been a while, to say the least. The long version of that is it's been over 2 months. I think more like 3 months. So yeah. Part 1 just went up a couple of days ago.
Hi, 委員長号令
So let's continue. For a moment, I forgot that the class president was me. She on front of you.
起立委員長も少し寝不足みたいですね。最近は寝苦しい夜が続きます。でも、しっかりと睡眠はとるように。いいですね、皆さん。
I'm not sure this place can be called a school, because there are so many different age groups. It's like a kindergarten and an elementary school blended together. Since I'd heard already about what this place was like, I didn't feel that uncomfortable. It wasn't too difficult to act like me on here. Oh, as Sis told me, Satoshi-kun looked exhausted. I said hi to him, but he ignored me. Since I knew what he'd been going through, his pain looked apparent to me. I was interested in another person in this classroom. Sadako? Rena? Sadako. Satoshi-kun's little sister. She looked as worn out as Satoshi-kun, emotionless, like an abandoned doll. Everybody in this room was aware of their circumstances, but no one could do anything for them. So they just acted as though nothing was wrong. Aww. Mion will only let me have this one day, so don't mess it up. If I slacked off even a little bit, today would be over with quickly. I had to figure out what I should do in this limited time. I should probably talk to Satoshi-kun. Will she maybe... I don't know, is this where the game club thing starts out? Perhaps? But what? Anything goes. Cheer him up, sympathize with him. Anything will do. More than anything, I just wanted to chat with him. Aww. How was this had told me? She said Satoshi-kun didn't communicate much with her lately, and had distanced himself from her. I feel like... volume is low because I had my volume low. That would explain things. I figured I shouldn't talk to him too casually. I wanted to, but maybe it was better to leave him alone. Aww. I needed to keep Sis's warnings in mind. But instead, I decided to ignore them. Great choices you're making here. I looked at Satoshi-kun during lunch break. He was walking as if looking for a place where he could be alone. I caught him in the hallway.
Satoshi-kun!
He turned around, startled by my voice. His facial expression surprised me. He was scowling, clearly a sign of rejection. But I couldn't hesitate. I'd lose my only chance if I did.
さ、元気
He gave me a look as if saying, "Do I look fine to you?" I never expected to see an expression like that on his face. I felt like my heart was being torn to pieces. As I looked down, he spoke to me. I felt a little glad, but the next thing he said changed that.
元気だよ。
Aww.
他に用はないなら行くよ。
Aww.
昼休みは一人になりたいんだ。
そっか。バイトが大変なんだよね。疲れてるから一人になって休みたいもんね。今日もなんでしょ？今日はどこで？
Sis had found several jobs for him. He worked at a few different places. He was helping out when necessary at any of the shops Mion introduced him to. As a result, he constantly had to do different tasks in a different environment almost every time. On top of that, he requested high-paying jobs from Mion because he wanted a large sum of money as soon as possible. In other words, he chose to mostly do manual labor. He was exhausted every day because he wasn't that physically strong.
どこでもいいだろう。それに、僕がどこで働くか、ミオンなら知ってることじゃないのかい？
Mion did help him get the job, yet Satoshi-kun didn't look thankful for that opportunity. This wasn't like him at all. It made me feel so sad.
そうだよね。ごめん。
要はそれで終わりかい？
He sounded so harsh. Why was he being like that? Would he ever stroke my head again? I couldn't help my tears. They flowed onto my cheeks. Come on, Rena told you needed to smile. This is the opposite of smiling. Satoshi-kun looked confused for a moment, but then he frowned again.
ごめん。監督がさ、また練習に来てほしいなって言ってたよ。伝言。
監督には、もうチームは辞めたいって伝えたはずだよ。戻る気はないし。
たまにはさ、パッと体を動かして汗を流すのもいいと思うんだよ。ほら、スポーツっていろいろと。
Oh, this is harsh.
興味ない。
I didn't know why he was being so hostile towards me. Why did he hate me so much? I was left bewildered.
なんで？どうして？
バイトで忙しいから。めんどくさい。
違うよ。なんで私がここまで嫌われなくちゃならないの？
自分の胸に聞けばいいじゃないか。
自分の胸に？何を？私が何をしたの？わかんないよ、サトシ君。
I couldn't control my emotions any longer. Streaks of tears ran down my cheeks. Satoshi-kun gave me a hateful glare and walked away without saying another word. I couldn't even stop him. If I tried, he'd hurt me again with another cutting remark. I couldn't bear that, so I just watched him walk away. I wiped my tears and went back to the classroom. I heard somebody crying from inside. What's going on? I looked around the room to see. It was Satoko. I saw her bento box on the floor. I asked one of her classmates what happened, and it seemed that Satoko had bumped into somebody's shoulder when she stood up to go wash the box out. That was all. But Satoko was crying as if afraid she was going to be chided badly. What happened was very minor. She could just pick up the bento box and things would be fine. It looked like the lid came a little loose, but it was definitely fixable. She didn't have to cry like that. Yet, Satoko started begging through her tears.
助けてよ。助けてよ。いいに。
Because of what happened with Satoshi-kun, I couldn't suppress my emotions very well. She's gonna take her anger out on her, isn't she? Oh dear. So instead, it exploded. I stormed up to Satoko while elbowing her classmates aside. Shion, what are you doing? I grabbed her by the head, then threw her into the wall. Shion, why? Ooh. Okay, especially with grabbing her head and throwing her into the wall. That sound, just squelching. Ugh. I did not want that mental image. Sadako screamed. She didn't seem to understand what had happened. She was shedding tears and shivering. She must be wondering why I did that. I think we're all wondering why you did that.
なんであんたがそういう目に遭うか理解できる。
I think she's jealous. Because Satoko's getting all the attention as opposed to her. And he's hurting himself for Satoko's sake. And she doesn't want to see him hurt. But I don't think this is going to help him like you at all. Satoko cried for her brother's help again. And so, I grabbed her head and threw her again. Do you know why I did that? Slam. Satoko stumbled and crashed into a desk. The desk fell and the contents of the drawers scattered about. And everyone else is just watching, I assume? Huh. Don't kill her. Satoko didn't even stand up. She just crouched and trembled while looking up at me.
助けて助けてにーにーあんたがそんなだから
If you weren't like that, Satoshi-kun wouldn't have to suffer. Don't you get it? That's what I wanted to say, but I was too angry to utter another word. I picked up a bunch of textbooks from the floor and threw them at her face. I mean, what about all the other students? Whose desk is this? Whose stuff is this?
泣きたければ泣けばいい
Shion, rather.
でもね泣いたってね何も解決しないなんで泣くの
I don't know. Maybe because you slammed her into the wall.
泣けば誰かが助けてくれるから
Okay, and the bento box, but
そ
yeah.
の助けてくれる人があんたの代わりにどれだけ傷ついてるかなんて想像もつかないでしょ分かってるのあんたの罪が
I wonder what Mion's thoughts are towards the whole shebang.
あんたなんかいなければいい
Oof, that's gotta hurt.
苦しいなら死ね
Hmm.
へそでも噛んで勝手に死んじゃえばいい
Okay.
サトシ君まで苦しめるな 一人で苦しんで一人で勝手に死ね
Okay, yeah, YouTube. Not for children, I need to make sure of that.
お前なんか死んでしまえ
Yep, YouTube is certainly going to love this episode with abuse of children, swearing at them, yep, telling them to go die. Yeah. Her desperate cries only increased my irritation. Oh
泣けば
dear.
いいと思うなサトシ君にすがれば済むと思うな甘えるんじゃない
Cringe.
お前さえいなければお前さえいなければ
I kept on throwing things at her. And this is only, what, part 9? Oh dear. Sadako curled up to protect herself and cried even harder. At that point, a girl with long hair ran up and toddled over her. I knew who that was. Rika Furude, one of Satoko's only friends.
サトコをいじめないでなのですサトコはかわいそうなのですいじめてはダメなのですかわいそうだから何をしても許されると思ってる
Ooh, Shion versus Rika. I wonder how this will pan out.
かわいそうだからサトシ君に寄りかかってもいいわけ甘やかしてるんじゃないよこいつがどこまでも甘えてるからサトシ君が辛い思いをしなくちゃならないんだダメなのですサトコをいじめちゃダメなのです
Rika also became the target of my anger.
私はねその甘えきったサトコの根性を教育してやってんだよ
No, you're not. You're taking out your anger and frustration and jealousy.
邪魔しやがるとあんたの頭から叩き割るよ
Oh. Shion. I grabbed a chair and lifted it over my head. It wouldn't hurt only a little if I threw this thing at them. What? I mean, I understand what they're saying, but that's a weird way of putting it. Rika tightly closed her eyes and covered Satoko with her body. I didn't care what the consequences would be. I didn't care if I hurt them.
Yamete! Mii-chan!
Rena returned to the classroom and shouted at me. When's the teacher gonna come back? Then Satoshi-kun rushed in while pushing Rena aside, seeming to have grasped the situation immediately. He charged straight at me. Until my body had hit the locker, I didn't understand what had happened. There was a loud crashing noise. I had left a dent in it. I crouched there in pain.
Satoko! 大丈夫か Satoko!
にーにー
Wait. It's just occurred to me. What if Shion's behind... Oh, might make sense if Shion's behind the, at the very least, the murder of the aunt. But what if she's also behind his disappearance? And then she's so bitter about it later on because she regrets it or something. I wonder. Satoko pushed Rika aside, jumped at her brother, and started crying again.
どうしたんだよ一体どうしてSatokoが
Yep, really not a good way to get yourself like Shion.
Satoko が
私ね、何もしてないのに、何もしてないのに、ミオンさんが、
どういうことだよミオン
Satoshi-kun shouted at me while clutching his sister. He looked fierce.
どういうことってSatokoが何をしたよ僕たちが何をしたよなんでいつもいじめられなきゃならないんだよどうしてだよ
And the teacher still hasn't heard all this commotion and shouting and everything? He released Satoko and rushed up to me, grabbing me by the neck.
さっき、サトシ君は私に、自分の胸に聞けって言ったよね。なら、サトコの胸に聞いてみりゃいいじゃない。
She said Satoko.
何を
サトシ君だって自分で認めてるんでしょ。サトコがあんたにべったり頼ってるからサトシ君の重荷になってるんでしょ。サトコがもっとしっかりしてればサトシ君がこんなに大変な思いをすることなんてない。そいつが全ての元凶なの。
I don't believe what I said was wrong. But do you also... Conversely, do you believe it was right either? But after hearing it, Satoshi-kun went berserk.
こいついい加減なこと言うんじゃない。
Satoshi-kun grabbed my hair and threw me to the wall, just like I did to Satoko. However, I wasn't going to back down. Ooh. I no longer had any control over my emotions at all.
サトシ君だってサトコを甘やかしすぎてるよ。あんたがそうやって際限なく甘やかすからそいつはいつまで経ってもあんたにすがってばかりなんだよ。
お前に僕たちの何がわかる。何がわかるってんだよ。父さんや母さんを村ぐるみで追い詰めて 散々いじめた。そして今度は僕たちか。
Shion never did.
それがその崎家のやり方なんだろ。どこまでも村の裏切り者をいじめ抜く。そんなに楽しいかよ。弱い者いじめがそんなに楽しいかよ。
もうやめて。
That was Rena's voice. She stepped in, looking as fierce as a demon.
サトシくん、もうやめてあげて。みーちゃんに悪気はなかった。サトシくんの力になってあげたくて、その気持ちがちょっとずれて空回りしちゃっただけ。ね。
How easily you can smile. Satoshi-kun looked like he wanted to say something back, but he chose not to.
みーちゃんももうやめて。みーちゃんが誰よりもサトシくんのことを心配してるのは知ってる。だけれど、こんなやり方はそれの解決にはならない。そんなのちょっと落ち着いて考えればわかることだよね。
Since Satoshi-kun didn't say anything, I kept quiet too.
ほら、さとこちゃんもお弁当箱を落としたくらいで泣くことはないよ。ね、落ち着いた？さとこ、僕がお弁当箱を拾ってあげますよ。
Rika started picking up the bento box while its owner continued to cry.
みんな、片付けを手伝ってくれる？もうすぐ先生がカレー菜園から戻ってくる頃だよ。
Ah, so that's why she wasn't there. Too busy with her curry garden.
これでもう喧嘩は終わったから、先生には余計なことは言わない。いいね。
The classmates looked at each other and nodded, then started picking up the stuff on the floor.
はい。サトシくんもみーちゃんも仲直りの握手。ほら。
ごめん。こんなつもりじゃなかったのに。
Tears started to roll down my cheeks again.
僕も悪かった。僕たちがいじめられてるのは大人の都合でごめん。
さあ、みーちゃんは次にさとこちゃんに謝る。はい。
I was fine with apologizing to Satoshi-kun, but I didn't want to apologize to her. The situation wouldn't be settled otherwise, so I reluctantly apologized. Satoko nodded, looking discouraged. After that, Rena let me go. My head ached, so I held it with both hands. What was that? What did I do? I didn't want to use this precious time to fight. Sis had warned me. She told me that I shouldn't talk to Satoshi-kun just like that. What did I come here for? I shouldn't have come here if I knew this was going to happen. Stupid, you're stupid, Shion. I was overcome by emotions because I was so worried about Satoshi-kun. But when did things go wrong? Maybe they were wrong from the beginning. I got into a fight with Satoshi-kun. This was totally the opposite of what I wanted. I regretted it. I hated myself for it. I couldn't blame myself enough. My world had been torn apart. I wished the sky would fall and kill me. So the teacher comes back and just sees all these crying faces. Sis sounded both amazed and confused.
ただでさえ綿流しの直前でいろいろと忙しいってのに、シオンは話をさらにややこしくしてくれるな。
Really?
ごめん。
Sis tried to say something, but she stopped in the middle. After listening to a few complaints, I started telling her about everything that happened today. Sis had to pretend that the trouble I caused today was her responsibility, which must have been very taxing for her.
もう当分は入れ替わる機会はない。
シオン、あんた、ちょっとは私の迷惑を考えてほしいな。
それは、
Sis had been sympathetic, but maybe I pushed too far this time. Of course she'd be hesitant to trade spots, considering what I did today. The atmosphere felt awkward, so we were both silent for a while.
仮にさ、もう一回機会があったとして、シオンはどうするの？
That was a reasonable question. I wasn't prepared to answer, though. If I had a chance to go to the school again and see Satoshi-kun, what would I do? Would I apologize to him about today? I don't think that would work. That might even upset him again, no matter how hard I tried. Okay, here's something that he was saying. It was the Sonozaki family who had been harassing his. It would only be natural for him to hold a grudge against us. But why was he only expressing that now? I've been a Sonozaki to him all along. Satoshi-gun stroked my head even though he knew I was Mion Sonozaki.
おねえ、率直なところ、サトシ君は園崎家を恨んでるんだよね。
だと思う。
It was our family that initiated the persecution of the Hojo family, making them into scapegoats. Even after the damn conflict, it wasn't easy for the Hojo family to live in Hinamizawa. Given all that, it's not surprising Satoshi-kun hates us. Yeah, I think this is one of the... Is this one of the new pieces? No. Yes, it is. Yes, that's right. This is a good one. Anyway, the Sonozaki family who put his family in a devastating situation.
でもさ、
Actually, that's right, because... Yeah, what I said earlier with Shion not being part of that, I was thinking of the murders, not the actual damn thing, because she left... She was part of that, possibly.
だったら、なんでなの？なんで、今頃になってなの？なんで、今頃になって、こうなるの？それならいっそ。
If he had rejected me in the first place, I wouldn't have wanted to get close to him. My tears wet my cheeks. I didn't bother to wipe them. It's only natural for him to hold a grudge against the Sonozakis. There's nothing unusual about it. Rather, why has he been treating me like a friend? I knew how stupid this question was.
サトシが大人だったからとしか言えないと思う。
そんなのって。
He'd been treating me as a friend because he was mature? But now that he'd become stressed mentally and physically, he's decided to reject me? No matter how hard I thought about it, I couldn't find anything to fault him with. If there was somebody to blame, it would be somebody I'd never accused before.
なんで、あいつはサトシ君の一家をいじめようって言い出したわけ？ダムに賛成したのはサトシ君の親でしょ？サトシ君が賛成していたわけじゃないでしょ？なんで一家丸ごといじめようって話になったの？どうしてよ？
Myung couldn't say anything in return. Actually, it wasn't at all hard to guess the reason. The hag didn't give any specific order to harass the Hojo family. She just thought the Hojo family was getting in the way. The people around her noticed what was bothering her and took steps to get rid of it. Though of course, she must have known how influential her own words were. She didn't just think it. She gave what she must have known would be interpreted as an order. She's the one to blame for initiating the attack on the Hojo family.
前にお姉はフルでの神主さんのことを輪を乱すのは大人じゃないみたいなことを言いましたよね。つまりこれもそういうわけ。村中が団結しなきゃならない時に異を唱える北条家は大人じゃなかったと。だから制裁する必要があったと。そういうわけなんでしょ。
Mion couldn't say anything in return, meaning that my accusation was for truth.
なら制裁は北条の親だけで十分じゃない。本家の秘密部屋にでも連れ込んで指の一本も跳ねてやったらいい。でもそこまでで十分でしょ。サトシ君は関係ない。
On that note, I think I'll end it here for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Just a quick thing, which Nagel's mentioned in like the end of last season. So Chi Sensei's whole character's apparently a reference to Seal from Tsukihime, especially the curry thing. So yeah. In any case, let me know what you thought of the episode, any feedback. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.